Hello, Jesse Good here. Happy Throwback Thursday, and it's the end of semester for me, so I could finally spend more time on my videos. Anyways, this is a crystal crawler from 1996, Aquanauts set, or from the Aquazone main theme, and this retailed for only $12 when it was released all those years ago. So let's open this sucker up. It's a little bit hard. Right, that was a little bit tough to open, but this set was voted on by my $5 up Patreon supporters, so $5 up Patreon supporters can vote on upcoming videos, including Throwback Thursday, so go check that out if you're interested. And it seems like we got 2 bags of pieces and instructions, and then this little canopy right here. So here's a set all built up. Now let's take a look at that minifigure. So here is a minifigure. Now you can see it has a lot of gear going on, but that is because this is how the Aquazone figures are designed. I love this little visor that flips up. I actually didn't know that you could flip these up until I built the set. You can see those little knives right there. And this whole kind of heavy gear can easily be removed just by sliding this part off. And you can see he has some interesting face print and torso print that definitely indicates 90s Lego with no back printing. So back to the build, we have this little bush as a side build. Nothing too rare, I just wanted to get that out of the way. This build for the Crystal Crawler, though, is filled with pieces that I'm not familiar with because I'm not really like a huge Aquazone fan. I mean, I like Atlantis, which is kind of like a successor to Aquazone. But you can see they use some interesting color scheme here with this yellow, some black, and some trans neon orange. It's an interesting clash, but I think it all mixes well, so I like that. The main centerpiece, of course, uses these little wheels right here, which you could use to move this across the sea floor, but you could also open up this cockpit, which you can see up top has a little printed round tile. Now, if you open up the cockpit, there's also another printed tile inside, and you can see our minifigure fits in there pretty darn well. You just got to make sure he's centered in the middle, or else it won't close because of his helmet. Let's get him out. Okay, because it was an older figure, he was kind of tight inside there, so my apologies. But this little 1x2 tile I really like, but I kind of wish there was a little bit more detailing inside here because that's literally the only like control panel. Now, the most interesting part for me are these pieces I'm not familiar with. So you got these little octagonal little pieces right here in yellow. Pretty interesting on the molding there. They're a hard plastic, but they have a nice shape to them. And I know I've seen some of the other sets, and they're filled with this little piece. But what I like even better, and it's kind of a surprise, are these claws right here. I've never seen these pieces before, at least in person. I've, of course, seen them online through Brickset and stuff like that, but I haven't paid much attention to them until now that I've built this. These are pretty freaking fun to play with. Now, look at this. They're easy to move around, and they have so much articulation because each of these are a little joint, so you can put them any way you really want them. And at the end, they have these little claws here. It's like a little mini crab or something like that. I freaking love this. And you can just kind of snap there, and it could hold some crystals, because this is called the Crystal Crawler. Now, my big complaint with this is that there's no crystals in this set, and that's kind of lame, because it's called the Crystal Crawler, and they have these little cute little arms to hold crystals. You can't even get any in the set to play around with. The only side thing they give is this little bush. Come on. But yeah, I freaking love that. I think those claws are so awesome. Other than that, we got these little propellers up front, but that's really it for the build of the set. They do hide these little flippers at the back. And let's go on to the packaging and then the final verdict. And here is that box again. Like all the colorful 90s designs and even the LEGO system logo. The back shows some alternate builds right there. You can see, I guess this one's the best one. I like this little mech right here, but this little scorpion is cute as well. For once, these are actually not bad alternate builds. And for the paper stuff included, we do have these instructions, which I think these were water damaged because they feel a little bit, I don't know, parchy. I don't know what the word for it would be. But they show those little alternate builds on the back again. We have this little join the LEGO Club for free, and this little fold-out poster for 1997. So I guess this is like a 1997 reprint because I believe the set originally came out in 96. And you can see they have Fright Nights, Time Twisters. What else? Some Technic. I don't know. I've seen this specific fold-out a lot of times before, so it's nothing too new. But it's always great to see some of these sets, especially those mystical Western sets. There's so much on eBay sealed. So overall, as you guys can see, I love those little claws, and I'm really happy I opened this. I was kind of putting it off because I was like, it's a boring set, so I've had it for a while, but now that I've opened it, I kind of want more Aquazone. Uh-oh, is this the birth of a new theme to collect? it just feels so much of a switch up from the usual stuff I do from Throwback Thursday, because I do a lot of town and you know, Star Wars and stuff like that. This is a really unconventional type vehicle. I can't really relate it to any of the stuff I've done in reviews before. It's very different. And maybe I should crack open those old Atlantis sets. I mean, I have them already open, but I mean, reassemble them, kind of like what I did with Power Miners. So thank you to the $5 up Patreon supporters. If you guys are interested in becoming one of those, everything is linked in the comments and description. And I think next week and the week after, I won't have a poll up for Patreon, but then after that I will, because next week is going to be a Star Wars one I already have planned, and then after that will be a Christmas one. Of course, you know, coinciding with the two things, The Last Jedi and Christmas coming up. Can't wait for both. And I will see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.